welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am showing you how I do my eyebrows, how I fill them in, the products that I use, and why I like them. So if you are looking for a tutorial on how to get that really carved out eyebrow look, this is not the tutorial for you. I give you tips and tricks on how I like to fill my eyebrows in on an everyday basis for the really natural, really simple kind of eye look. I know it looks a little bold right now, but up close and personal, I promise it doesn't look fake. It doesn't look, you know, really sculpted or anything like that. I mean, that look is beautiful for pictures and everything, but for me, every day, it's really not that feasible. So yeah, I just wanted to share my routine with you guys, and if you want to see how I put on my eyebrows, then just keep on watching. I'm just going to start with showing you guys what products I typically like to use and what I do most every day. There's sometimes that I switch it up, but these are usually the products that I like to stick with. I've been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and it has you know, the pencil, mechanical pencil on one side and then a spoolie on the other. But just recently, the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and it is honestly like very similar in shape and size. You know, a spoolie on one end and mechanical pencil on the other. So I'm going to be using the NYX Micro Brow just because this is, I find that this is closer to my brow color. And I just like it better. I think it applies better than the Brow Wiz, and it just gives me a more natural finish. So I'm just gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. I know it's gonna be really close, but I just wanna show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so you can see I have some bald spots right here, and you know, I don't like to carve my brows out. I know a lot of girls do that, and that's fine and well, and it looks beautiful, but for me, every day, that's really not feasible, so I like to do a more natural look. So I just go ahead and I always start by brushing my brows, and I don't like to get my brows done like at a nail salon or anywhere like that. I don't trust them. I feel like they would try to like thin it out to, you know, make that bald spot even, so I would rather just do it myself and, you know, have it how I want it. Okay, so I'm just going to begin by taking the pointed side. And this is in the color Espresso, just in case you're wondering. And I start at the bottom. Okay, also, a rule of thumb is that you want your brow to be where the side of your nose begins. That's where your brow should start. Obviously, mine's a little longer or more, obviously mine's a little further in, but that's okay, I don't mind that. And then the arch is usually typically right, if you take the pencil, there's my arch, and then the tail should always line up pretty much with your eye. Mine does. It's very thin, but it's there. So those are usually like the three main points that you know, people that work with brows are looking for. And okay, so I'm going to start by filling the bottom in. I find that that gives me the most natural look rather than like carving them out and then trying to blend it. So you always want to go whatever directions the hair is going as well. And you can see that these are all going, you know, towards my ear. So I'm just going to begin, and I'm not pushing down hard. I'm doing really, really light strokes. And anywhere that I see, you know, a little bit of balding is where I will go and fill in. Again, if you're looking for a carved out brow tutorial, this is not the tutorial for you. This is just how I do my everyday brows and how you are going to get the most natural looking brows. And so I just kind of work my way up. I filled the bottom part in, and I'm still going with the hair. And I just kind of work my way up to the top. Okay, so now for the front of the brow, you don't want it to be like a fine line. You want it to be blended, you want it to look natural, and you don't want, I mean, the point of this is so people don't know that you fill your brows in. So I'm just going, you can see that these hairs start to go more straight up and over. So again, you want to follow the hair, and that's what I'm going to do. Going up in very, very light strokes. Okay, so it's pretty much filled in, and now you're going to take your spoolie. Just in case you guys didn't know, this is your spoolie, and most brow products, whether it's a brush or a pencil like this, a mechanical or like one that you have to sharpen, most of them come with a spoolie, so that's really good, so you don't have to go and purchase one. Anyway, so the point of the spoolie is to blend out the product. This is going to make it look much more natural and not so harsh. Sorry, I'm looking over to the right. That's my viewfinder, and that's what I'm using as my mirror today. So, and then I just kind of go back through. After I blend it, this usually becomes, my bald spot usually becomes really, really light, and you can still see it. So I will go back through and just kind of go over that again. And then I blend. The key to making your brows look natural is to blend them out. If you don't, they're gonna look very harsh and very defined. And if that's what you want, then that's perfect. But I like, see, you guys can see that it's a clear line. So I like to go and just blend that out. Blend it up and over. I mean, you can definitely see a difference. This brow is not done and this brow is getting there. Some brow days are better than others. Some brow days are better than others in the fact that sometimes it just looks 100 times better, and then other days it's like, oh my gosh, what is going on with my brows? And they say brows are like sisters or cousins, you know, not related, but not exactly identical or anything like that. But I think I've told you guys this before. I swear I don't even think mine are related. I think they have a mind of their own, and they might even be different species. Like, they're not even close. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how I do this one. This one doesn't necessarily have any bald spots, but it is like thinner overall. So I try to make it a little thicker. I just start underneath. The hairs are just crazy, but I'll show you guys how I try to maintain them in just a second. I start by going underneath, and then I work my way up, going in very, very light pencil strokes. And then towards the front, you're going to go up with your hairs. Just to make it a more natural looking finish. And everybody is going to be different. Everybody has different eyebrows. Some people have very straight eyebrows. Some people have very arched eyebrows. Some people have thin. Some people have bushy. And it's all how you want to maintain them and fill them in to your preference. So even though I'm showing you guys, you might think it looks like total crap, but it works for me, and I just wanted to show you guys my little tips and tricks from what I've learned to fill them in. Okay, so I filled them both in. Okay, now that I have my brows filled in, I usually like to set them. I've been really loving my Brow Stylist Plumper from L'Oreal. This has built-in fibers, and so it is going to make your brows look a little fuller. The fibers attach to your original hair and just make them look a little bit thicker and make it look like you have a little bit more hair. And L'Oreal, I think it's the only drugstore one that I know that has the fibers built into it, but I definitely know Benefit Brow Tint has fibers, and the It Cosmetics pomade has built-in microfibers. So using any of those products is really gonna help your eyebrows look a little bit fuller. So if you have really thin eyebrows, I would highly suggest either this one or one very similar to it. And they also come in different shades. So if you have really, really light hair and your brows are a little bit lighter, then you know, they have different shades of this. So anyways, so I'm just gonna go ahead and set my brows. And again, I'm going with the angle of the hair. So I'm going with the angle of the hair. So again, at the beginning, I'm going this way and then towards my ear and then back down. And then I just go and do the same thing on the other side. And there you go. And usually I would leave it just right there, but lately my brows have been really heavy. I don't really know why, maybe because I haven't groomed them properly lately, but so like towards the end of my brow and the tail, like they kind of tend to fall down because the hairs are a bit longer. So I go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel, and this stuff is like glue. So if you guys have trouble with your brows staying in place, you know, this is gonna do the job. These will make your brows stay in place for the entire day. Again, I just follow the way the hair grows, and now I'm official. So that completes my everyday eyebrow routine. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys can pick up some of the tips or tricks that I might have given you, and hopefully you find them useful. And let me know what you guys like to use. I love hearing other people's opinions on different products, so leave me a comment down below letting me know what you use, and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Next time, bye!